Hey, hi, hello, how you doing? It is day 2 of Vlogmas. Don't mind what I'm wearing. I do not have a shirt on. I have a bra on, but I don't have a shirt on. I feel like it looks weird anyways. I feel like I need to so that you all can see that I'm not naked under this. This is a portable, heatable blanket that my sister got me for my birthday, and I love it so much. Anyways, it's Vlogmas day 2. If you're new here, hi, my name's Olivia. I'm a crafter. I have ADHD. I'm wired for sound. I've been drinking coffee. I just got off work. It is, what time is it? I don't even know what time it is. It's 7:53 a.m. on a Saturday. I just got off work about 10 minutes ago. I literally came home, took off my pants, took off my shirt, and this popped up in my brain, so I wanted to sit and talk about it. I was like, what am I going to do for day 2? And literally, as I was sitting here scrolling TikTok, I was like, you need to talk about this. So yeah. I feel like this is better because you can actually see that I have clothes on. But it's kind of cold, so I might do this. Also, you may hear my husband in the background. You may hear my dogs in the background. I apologize. I shut my door. That's the best I can do. The next thing is to soundproof this room. So what I wanted to talk about is running a small business, staying motivated in your small business, and just kind of give a little motivational speech that I like to give my friends and I like to give people when they say, what is your number one advice with starting a small business? And a lot of people give a lot of tips and tricks, and a lot of people are like, your number one thing is research, your number one thing is this, da 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 da. My number one opinion, one thing to remember, one thing you should know with starting a small business is that, yes, the market is oversaturated. Yes, there are a shit ton of people that will be doing probably the same thing that you're doing. It is going to be very rare for you to have creativity that does not exist somewhere else. There are a lot of people in this world that do a lot of the same things. There are a lot of people that I'm mutual with, that I'm friends with, that do the exact same thing as me, but that's okay. There is a phrase called community over competition, and I think this is the biggest bullshit phrase ever. You can have a community and also be competitive in a friendly, respectful way. Me and my friends are very competitive, but also so strong in community. That community over competition is bullshit to me. And the people that scream community over competition treat everybody like competition and try to drag each other down. Just personal opinion. What else? I'm trying to think of another phrase that's said a lot, and that's the only thing that's really popping in my brain. Another thing that I hear all the time is there's so many people that do it. Of course, the market's oversaturated. Some people like to say there's no way for a market to be oversaturated because there's room for everyone. And although that's true, there's room for everyone, yes, the market is over fucking saturated. There are way too many people that are doing it that don't need to be doing it because they're doing it the wrong way, or they're doing it the cheap, fast way to try to make a quick buck. There's not that many people out there that make high quality items that actually put their heart and soul into it and do it because it's something they love. Most people out there are doing it for fast cash and doing it because they see other people making money and think that running a small business is going to make them money and make them successful, when those people don't know shit about what it takes mentally, physically, emotionally, financially to run a business and keep it up and running. I had one girl tell me, Amber, she was like, I want to do this, but there's so many people that I see do it. And this is what I told her. When you go on social media, when you go on Facebook, when you go on TikTok, when you go on Pinterest, when you go on Twitter, when you go on whatever the fuck apps there are out there, of course, you are going to see everybody and their mama that creates things that you are wanting to create. When you go on Pinterest and you look up rhinestone tumbler ideas, I don't care what you think. Everything on this little device is connected. Whether you have it to where it can't connect or not, they're connected. So, if I go on Pinterest and I type in rhinestone tumbler ideas, TikTok's going to start popping up rhinestone creators. Instagram's going to start showing me rhinestone creators. Facebook's going to start showing me rhinestone ads for supplies. It's going to start popping up everywhere, and you're going to see it everywhere because your social media, the algorithm, sees that that's what you're looking for, so that's what they're going to show you. And not a lot of people realize that. If I'm looking up a crochet pants pattern because I want to make a pair of pants, of course, my TikTok is going to start being full of creators, crocheters, that create clothing, that create apparel, because that is what I'm looking for. That is what the algorithm thinks I'm interested in. So, of course, you're going to see everybody and their mama. You're going to see it. You're going to think, there's way too many people that do this. There's no way that I'm going to be able to do this. Blah, 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 blah. Every excuse in the book. And this is what I told her. Wipe the social media away. Don't even think about the social media presence. Don't even look at the social media presence and the analytics and the insight into the people on social media that do it. Social media is worldwide. Social media can reach anybody and everybody that has access. So wipe it. Don't even think about it. Do not let it be the first thing that you think about. The first thing you need to think about is, how many people in my county, how many people in my city, if you live in Louisiana like me, how many people in my parish? But parishes are fucking huge. So how many people in my city? How many people in my 25-mile radius is doing what I want to do? Okay? Some things there might be a lot of people. Like down where I live, literally everybody and their mama does sublimation. Everybody and their mama does t-shirts. Everybody and their mama does everything. My dog's mad because my door's shut. But how many people sew? How many people do alterations? Not that many. What do? I sew. I do alterations. How many people do memory items? Not that many. Guess who does? I do. Look at, sorry, I had to tell him, leave me alone. Look at how many people in your radius that is doing it. The less people, the better, because you want to market yourself locally. And if you aren't marketing yourself locally, you're doing yourself a huge disfavor. Your local people will be people to support you. It's going to take a lot of work, and it's going to take a lot of time. And I know if you live in a small town, most of the people are people you went to school with and people you grew up with, and your mom's aunts, cousins, brothers, uncle, this, that, the third. And family will be the last to support you. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Your family's going to be the last people to support you, and it's going to feel like shit, and you're going to wonder why these people are like, oh yeah, that's going to be so awesome, but they won't buy a freaking pen from you, or they expect you to make a cup for them for free or give them a discount. Your family's the last to fucking support you, and it sucks, but you get over it, and you learn the hard way. Set boundaries, stick with them. Don't give a family and friends discount. That's my advice. So start locally. But also, of course, grow yourself on social media. When I very first started my business in 2020, I grew myself locally with a couple of friends. And then I completely fell off the face of the earth locally, and went to social media, and I grew a decent following socially, and then I fell off the face of the earth again. And so now, the last, I want to say 2 months, I have been rebuilding from the ground up. I am rebuilding myself locally and socially, and it's very hard and it's very stressful. And some days I feel like it's not worth it. And some days I just want to sell everything in this room and never craft again, because it feels like it's a never-ending cycle. But with the way the economy is, with the way inflation is, with the way that everybody thinks that they can just buy the stuff and make it themselves, it's gonna be hard. The way to sell yourself is not sell your products, sell who you are. The way you present yourself, the way you advertise yourself, the way you talk about yourself, the way you converse with people is how you're going to get people in and get loyal customers and get loyal followers. Sitting on a screen or only talking about your products all day long to people is going to push people away. People don't want to sit and listen to you. Hey, buy this. Hey, buy this. Hi, hey, buy that. Hey, I got this really good deal on. Nobody wants to hear that unless they ask. Advertise yourself. Make you stand out from everybody else, and your products will follow. That's my advice for the day. That's Vlogmas Day 2. Be true to yourself. Do not get overwhelmed. Yes, the market's oversaturated. Yes, there's a lot of people that do it, but don't let that stop you from doing something that you want to do. Just because Joe and Jim and Bobby and Linda all do sublimation does not mean that you can't, because the way that they sell themselves is not the way that you are going to sell yourself. Have a great day. I'll see y'all tomorrow.